So how was it? Did you like the video? Yes? Okay, great. So as you can see, the video was from 2007. So around the world, there have been efforts about social entrepreneurship and about solving problems for a long time. And now it's your turn, this generation's turn, to start solving problems that maybe my generation or the past generation couldn't solve. So now you have more technology, now you have more access to information, you live in a more interconnected world. So right now is your turn. And in order to understand what we need as a community in Guatemala, I would like to present you some facts, some ideas, and some solutions that have been around in Guatemala for a few years already. So I'm going to start my presentation. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Do you see it completely?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So I have three main ideas for you today. My presentation is going to be shorter than expected, but I'm going to give you some space at the end of the presentation so we can discuss ideas or if you have any questions or doubts. The first idea is that in order to solve something or to create a solution or to solve a problem, we need to understand it. We need to fall in love with that problem. Sometimes it's hard because those problems are hard to digest and hard to understand, but that's the main goal of this. You need to understand the problem in order to solve it. Then, of course, you need to create solutions. Why? Because that's why problems are here. We need to create solutions for them. And the last part maybe is the hardest one. We need to improve those solutions with time. Sometimes when we find a solution for a problem, we fall in love with the solution. And that's what we shouldn't do. We should fall in love with the problem because the solution is one of many that we can apply to that. So, what is social entrepreneurship? For me, a social entrepreneur is someone who uses the business skills they have to solve a social problem. That's the main word, social. So this means that we need to solve problems that affect the society we live in or maybe the world. And that's a social entrepreneurship. A social entrepreneurship needs a lot of brain, but for me, it needs a lot of heart. Why? Because in order to understand what social problems are, we need to have a lot of empathy. And empathy is feeling what the other one is feeling. And of course, social entrepreneurship also has the word business in it. And business means that we are going to do something commercial, industrial, or something professional. And with those activities, we're going to get something in return. And that return sometimes is money, sometimes is um, species, but we are going to get something in return. Okay, and entrepreneurs. What is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurs is people like you, people who are creative, people who likes to find problems, and people who finds and creates viable solutions. This is very important because we can find a solution, but sometimes if that solution is more expensive than the problem itself, it's not a solution. So we need to make it viable. And with viable, we mean that the numbers need to add, the solution needs to be able to fix the problem, and it needs to be something that we can apply where the problem is. So, in order to find solutions, we understand that there are a lot of problems in the world. But in order to find solutions, we need to focus ourselves. Sometimes in this world, as I say, interconnected world full of applications that we use every day, like Instagram, Zoom, WeChat, WhatsApp, TikTok, etc. It's really hard to focus. But if we want to solve something, if we want to solve a problem, we need to focus on that problem. And as I said before, we need to fall in love with that problem. Just like you fall in love with someone else, this is the same example. You need to fall in love with the problem. You need to focus all your energy, all your attention into that. And in order to focus into the problems that we have in Guatemala, we need to understand them. So I'm going to give you two problems that we have here. I don't expect your projects to be about these two problems, but these are two problems that we need to solve in a near future because they are affecting Guatemala in a big time. So what is Guatemala for you? I would like someone to tell me what is Guatemala for you. You can open your mic if you want. From our Canadian friends, what is Guatemala for you?
Guatemala for me is, first of all, it's a country, of course, and it represents a kind of culture that is
Yeah,
really unique and really attract us, and that's why we are here today.
excellent. Who else? For a Guatemalan, what's Guatemala for you? Let's see someone from our Guatemalan team. I'm gonna choose someone. Okay, Karen. Karen Moscoso, tell me what's Guatemala for you?
Well, for me, Guatemala is like a country full of cultural things, and we have a lot of attractive places. And I don't know, for me, it's a really cool country where I live, and I really like it.
Okay, good. It's a good answer. But for us, Guatemala should be this: the kids, the future. Why do we need a country? For its citizens, of course. But who are those citizens? And in Guatemala, we have something very special. We have children, a lot of children. If we can see our population, let's say pyramid, in Guatemala, we have more than 50% under 30 years. Can you imagine that? That's a lot of young people. And that's very interesting for us. Because if we have young people, that means that we have a bright future. Oh, sorry, my internet is getting. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. No problem.
Hold on. Let me change my network, please.
Sure. We can see the presentation also.
Sorry, I'm back. So we have a lot of young people, and that means that most of our problems are regarding young people. Am I right? Okay, so we are going to focus on two huge problems in Guatemala. The first one is nutrition. Why? 50%. What do you think of this number? Is this a big number or it's a small number? What do you think? Okay, in Guatemala, 50% of the children are malnourished and with chronic malnourishment. So this means that 50% of the children are getting less than expected food than they should. And this means that they are going to be impacted for life. This is the difference between a healthy brain scan, and this is the difference between this one and a malnourished brain scan. What do you see there? Mario Munoz, what do you see there?
If you'd like to participate, Sharing
think
your
it's a me,
opinion?
but it's not Mario, it's Dario. But I
Oh,
think
sorry, sorry, Dario.
the
Dario.
healthy brain it's bigger, and I think
Yeah,
it's more development to the other brain. So
exactly, exactly. And what do you see in size?
I think that the boy who is with a healthy brain, it's is taller than the other. So
Exactly, exactly. So nutrition is very important for our development since we are kids. And if we are not able to develop a healthy brain and we are not able to develop a healthy body, we're going to have a lot of problems in the future. And it means that we are going to be maybe a society that is more prone to get sicker, that it's less resistant to new viruses, less resistant to new bacteria, and a society that doesn't develops the necessary skills and the necessary knowledge to develop itself. So this is a huge problem that we need to solve. There is another big problem, education. Most of you are between 15 and 18 years. Am I right? Okay. So in Guatemala, primary education is okay. So we have a nice number of people getting into primary education. But if we get to secondary education, it drops down to under 55% most of the time. And if we go to tertiary education, from this 50%, from the 100% that we have in primary, we get a 50% here. And from this 50% in secondary education, we drop to a 50 to 20% of that 50%. So that's a really, really, really low rate. So we need more education here in Guatemala. So those are two problems that are affecting our society and then need to be fixed. So what do we have? Do we have power? Yes or no? Do we have the power to move these problems around or to fix them? What do you think? Rosario, what do you think? Do we have the power to move these problems around?
Yes, I think that we have the power to solve that problem. Maybe we can, uh, like the young people can help with to educate the children. But yes, that.
Okay, perfect. This is a quote I love because it gives you a lot of power, but also a lot of responsibility. There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. This is what by a great author, Victor Hugo, and it's truth. If you have an idea that knocks the door at the time it should, there is nothing more powerful than that. So right now, you social entrepreneurs may have a lot of ideas, and maybe one of those ideas or all of them are in the right time to fix something. So we need to create solutions. We need to understand those problems. And we have a lot of examples of people who have created solutions about problems that were affecting our society. Who doesn't know this solution? This is a water filter, and it's used in many communities and also in many countries. And the guy who invented this solution gave it for free to the world. He didn't patent it. He gave it for free, and you can use it wherever you want, whenever you want, for free. This guy, the guy who came up with this idea, he's giving solar power to kids in many communities around Guatemala and also Africa, I think, and Colombia. So this is a great idea. Solar panels to give electricity to houses that are not connected to the grid. Social entrepreneurs that deliver products to the markets, that try to sell their handcrafts. This is a good idea too. the ocean cleanup. This is a pretty trendy idea right nowadays. These guys are cleaning up the mess we do by not recycling, but not taking care of plastics and glass and trash in our cities. So these are examples of ideas that are shaping or are solving problems that we are facing right now. And that's the kind of social entrepreneurs that we want you to be. So my last thought is give your life a purpose. Fixing problems is a purpose. I am an engineer, and for us engineers, fixing problems is a way of life. So I would like to say to you to give your life a purpose and use your energy to create good. You young people have a lot of energy, and I bet that you will focus on solving our next generation's problems. So thank you very much for your attention. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Licenciado Barrera, for that amazing topic. I think those are things that we have to consider. And I'm going to take some minutes to properly introduce Licenciado Barrera. He is the founder of the cybersecurity company ES, organizer of the TEDx Guatemala City event, university professor, lecturer, and member of several organizations worldwide on topics such as cybersecurity and entrepreneurship. He is currently the one of the members of the board of directors of IGA and of the ITO Commission of Export. He is the founder of the entrepreneurship and the Cyber City company. So thanks a lot for this information, for all these tips you have given, and for those ideas, because actually I am sure that our teams are capable of proposing solutions for any problematic we can have. So please, an applause, a virtual applause for Licenciado Pablo Barrera, and thanks for those words.
Thanks to you for having me here. I hope that the talk and the video that you saw give you some inspiration.
Thanks again, Licenciado. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so now it's time to continue, and we are going to welcome the 6 teams that are competing today. There are 5 teams from Guatemala and 1 team from Canada. And we are going to get to know the teams. We have Matheracy, and the members are Gabriel Herrera, Guillermo Mejía, and Jose España from Guatemala. Also from Guatemala, Golden Fries, Catherine Ibarra, Rosario Morales, Pamela Mejía, and Esdras Gutierrez. From Canada, Halfway Publishing, Justina Cheng and Melissa Ban. From Guatemala, Pau Delty, Darío Muñoz, Cristina Hernández, Sofía Chávez, and Adrián Morataya. We also have calls from Guatemala, and they are María José Dupont, Valeria Sierra, Sofía Mazariegos, and Karen Moscoso. We also have competing Organic Sprout from Guatemala, Eric Illescas, Camila Garcia, Fatima Farela, and María José Borrayo. So let's give an applause to the participants of the Diamond Challenge Guatemala 2021. Now it's time to introduce our judges. It's a pleasure to have with us Licenciada María Zapet. Maria Zapet graduated in Hotel and Restaurant Management with a specialization in culinary arts. She found her second passion in education after she graduated from TESOL. She was an English language teacher for over 9 years and an academic trainer for over 4 years in Instituto Guatemalteco Americano, IGA. She was born and raised within an entrepreneur family. Later, she married an entrepreneur. Due to the pandemic, Maria has been working on digital marketing on the business she leads. The business has been able to make a successful transition to the digital market. We also have the honor to have with us Licenciada Lourdes Camas. Best known as Lula Camas, she was born in Guatemala in 1984. She has a marketing degree at Rafael Landívar University, obtained a diploma as a specialist in business entrepreneurship at National Business School, participated as motivational speaker at schools, churches, private companies, and government entities. She was invited to the Emprende Fest for the program Enterprising Woman as a speaker. Participated at radio interviews speaking about entrepreneurship, emotions, and her experience through cancer because she had cancer in 2015. Right now, she is 5 years cancer-free. She is also a member of the board of directors of the nonprofit association Amándote Guatemala, dedicated to empower women with cancer with completely free virtual workshops. And last but not least, Licenciado Diego Leal. Diego Leal is the co-founder and director of the successful social impact startup Kimok. With an academic background in political science, business administration, and software engineering, he is an entrepreneur focused on creating a more ethical business world through the use of data science. Since Kimok's most recent product seeks to create a more transparent and competitive public procurement markets in Latin America. Diego and his team are helping both small and large companies succeed in government purchases in industry, creating a path towards an end to corruption in public procurement. Beyond Kimok, Diego mentors other social impact and technology-focused entrepreneurs. He is also the co-founder of DataMed, a technology startup focused on increasing production of local clinical research in Central America and the Caribbean. So let's welcome our judges and provide them a virtual applause. Judges, could you turn your cameras on so that the audience can get to know you, please? Thank you so much. Okay, so we are about to start with the first round. The 6 groups will present their projects. First, we are going to watch the video of the pitch. Then there will be 3 minutes so that judges have time to answer any questions they may have, and participants will answer. When it's the time, or when it's almost time over, you will hear this sound. It means it is time to finish your idea because time is over, okay? Before we start, we're going to find out the order in which the groups will present their projects. Are we ready? We are going to use a wheel to get to know it. Okay, so we'll get to know the first one. And the first group to present will be organic sprout. The second one will be coals. The third one will be Materaceae. Group number 4 will be Halfway Publishing. Group number 5 will be Golden Fries. And the last one, Powdelthy. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. With the wheel, now we know the order in which our groups are going to participate. Okay, so it is time to start with the round. And the first pitch video we are going to see is, the first one we're going to watch is Organic Sprout. So let's get ready to watch. Okay, we are preparing the video, I think.
Good morning, judges and teachers present. We are Organic Sprout, an easy way to grow and care for your plant. Our team is formed by Fátima Farela, Camila García, María José Borrayo, and Eric Iescas.
In the world, water is the resource we are most afraid of losing. But did you know that the biggest problem is the incorrect use of water? And do you know which sector is the one that occupies the most? Only in agriculture, 70% of the water is used. This problem is due to irrigation systems and the excessive use of water due to the different times that a sector can suffer, such as drought.
Here we tell you why. Did you know this about irrigation systems? The percentage of water that is wasted due to irrigation systems is 84%. This means that only 16% of the water is used.
But the good news is water is still on time. In recent years, the use of water has increased by 17%. And according to studies, by 2050, if we continue using water incorrectly, the use of it will increase another 70% of current use, and this data only in agriculture.
Organic Sprout created a fertilizer with a hydrogel that works as an irrigation alternative, and that has the ability to retain moisture for crops using up to 60% less water than any other irrigation use. In addition, our compost has different high-quality fertilizers.
The solution was created with the help of expert agronomists and farmers from certificate companies in which we received training in fertilizers and soils.
Did you know that 87% of the used diapers is organic waste that is easily and quickly discomposed? The rest is highly harmful to the environment. Our product is 100% environmentally friendly. It is a compost that contains green and dry matter, easy and decomposed urine. These elements we extract from used diapers, along with polysaccharides to make the aerogel. The product is designed to water and store the moisture of the crop, thus giving the support and resistance necessary for its good development.
Where is made? Our location is a specialized ground with specific weather and good moisture for the product to be well developed.
The packaging of our product is eco-friendly. Its selling is 4 pounds. It's distributed retail and wholesale. For retail, we have the following packets: Basic, Max, and Pro Max. For wholesale, we have the subscription method with the following packets: Premium, Organic Pro, and Organic Pro Max. We will place orders through our website, the 5 most used social networks, and our own application. We have the home delivery service through these companies. We also want to integrate into the mass media to reach people with limited resources and without internet access.
Our target market are agriculturists and individual clients.
Our projected expenses and sales are as follows: annual expenses of $5,886.48, annual sales of $89,845.53, and annual profit of $83,959.05.
We're headed to farmers that, because of natural necessities like drought or lack of water, they lose most of the crops, and some of the cases they lose all.
These and other places have 90% or more crop losses, so here we will start with some donations based on studies from Prensa Libre and Oxfam.
Growth vision. First of all, we want to help the most damaged departments here in Guatemala, then all the country, and until then, we want to reach Central America.
You can find our product wholesale in markets, agri-food, and nurseries.
Why to choose our product? Our innovative product is principally made with high quality, low price, and crop moisture that will supply the main role of the fertilizer. The best of all is that by the time you water your crop, it uses a 60% less than the others. Also, that satisfies the necessities with different sizes, prices, as they rather to choose.
Water your plants so often, our Atrio help that we not only work as your irrigation alternative, but also to give the necessary moisture to your crops. These companies could work with us for the correct segregation of waste, collection of the tibers, and analysis of the product. According to the recent story in Forbes magazine, the water is already traded on Wall Street. So, I wonder if there is time for making a change? I believe that although the correct answer is yes, the truth answer is in each one of us. Here you can find our social networks, website, and our own app. We are Organic Sprout, and remember, it's up to us. Thank you.
Great. So now it's questions and answers round. The members of the team and judges are required to turn on cameras. Solicitamos a la audiencia que por favor apaguemos cámaras para que únicamente los participantes, los miembros del equipo y los jueces puedan tener cámaras encendidas. So it's time to begin. Judges, you have 3 minutes to ask.
Hi, can I start? Yeah. Yeah. So first, congratulations. It's a super interesting idea. So could you tell us a bit more about your target market? I think you mentioned Chiquimula. You mentioned some other areas, but what you gave really big picture statistics about global water use. Can you tell us a bit more about where you would plan to start and who your first customers would be?
Yes, we plan to start in these areas that are on Chiquimula. These are the most damaged areas. So here we will start with some donations through Cocodes to give our product to donate our product as a safe way and a confident way. And we will start our product on the market for agricultural market and yes, in our cultural stores, and that's yes.
I don't know if any other judge has a question. Otherwise, I have another one. So I was looking at your numbers in terms of the costs that you think you're going to have in the first year. What about production costs? Have you thought about what the actual cost of producing the fertilizer would be, or how do you how do you come to those numbers in your projections?
Yes, our total expenses for each basket is around $21 sorry. That represents $2.72.
Great. Well, first of all, guys, I would like to say that I love your idea. I think that water it's an issue, and it's I see a social importance on the problem that you have identified. I would like to know a little bit more about the product, the sprout, the suppliers, or can you share a little bit more information on how is it that you're trying to create this compost, please?
For the creation of this product, we use dry green matter, feces, decomposed urine, and polysaccharides.
Thank you.
I think there's no time for me.
We are sorry, Lula, but time is over.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to provide 1 minute for judges to finish checking what they just heard in the rubrics. So let's give a virtual applause to Organic Sprout. If we have some virtual applauses and for the audience to react, you can use a heart, you can use clap. That's great. Thank you very much. We are doing an excellent job. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start preparing the pitch video of the next group, which is goals. We're going to give a few seconds to continue. Okay, so let's get ready. We're going to start with the next video, and our next group is calls. So let's see if our team has the video ready.
Welcome to an adventure with calls. Knocking to the opportunity and long life to sustainability on Earth.
There's a saying in Spanish that says, a trash of someone can be a treasure for someone else. The earth screams out to us for help, and we are ignoring it. Nowadays, the amount of waste in the world is as amazing as the fact we have done nothing.
When we are watching a documentary about a waste of paper, we feel scared with the images we watch, so we ask ourselves, how can we do something for the world? We found that this year 71 million tons of paper are being produced, and the number is increasing. According to data from Waste Business Journal, American landfills only have about 11 to 16 years of capacity left. We are ready to take intelligent steps to save our world. For every 2,000 pounds of recycled paper that we use, we can save up to 17 trees, 300 gallons of oil, 3 cubic jars of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7 gallons of water, representing savings of 64% in energy, 58% in water, and 60 pounds less air pollution. With SIDPEN, our main goal is to reduce the waste of paper through recycling. That allows the reduction of the ecological footprint.
Seed pen is a common product made with a non-traditional method of production that contains a seed instead of an eraser. The seed can be of vegetables, fruits, or trees. The pencil is made with 100% biodegradable ingredients as reused paper and yukia, a natural glue made with flour and water. The size of this pencil is 15 centimeters long and it has two different presentations, normal and ergonomic.
Our product is designed for people of any age with a medium economic status, living in urban areas to be able to visit our stores, and with internet access to visit our website.
Pencils are common products that help us in our daily tasks, but our pencil is not common. Why? Seed pen is an ecological pencil made with reused paper. Instead of a traditional eraser, it contains a biodegradable capsule with several seeds inside. In addition, if you don't have a flower pot, don't worry, the package can become one.
In our first month producing 900 systems, the revenues will be 1,300. The cost of production 1,270.88 Qs and the sales profit 3,350 and the capital will be 3,379.12 Qs. In the 6th month, the capital will be 18,259.26 and in the 12th month, the capital will be 44,187.60. The production cost of the pencil is 1.42 Qs and the selling cost is 3.50 Qs, but we also gonna sell it by package at the price of 25 Qs, including 6 pencils.
We expect to improve our product in 2-month period to carry out the registration process through the intellectual property registry and launch it into the market. In 2022, we expect to expand the marketing and channels of distribution, also find partnerships to be able to expand the market of Silpen. In 2023, we expect to run tests and improve prototypes to diversify the trademark. In 2024, create an alliance with the Ministry of Education to provide public schools with our product.
Our channels of distribution are the Miniduc and some libraries from Guatemala, and of course social media. We have an Instagram account, Facebook, a website, and of course TikTok that nowadays can reach high numbers of views in just one video.
Future generations need to be prepared for tomorrow's challenge. We must teach our children to take care of the planet they will inherit. In Guatemala City, most of the people don't have the previous training to teach environmental education. In addition, they don't have the prepared green areas for students to be in. Our plan is to train teachers along with the calls team in topics like environmental issues and show them how to initiate their own patch with the donation of 0.2 grams of seeds from our company, improving their lifestyle and green areas. We are planning to make this project in Escuela Tipo Federación número 2.
We are Valeria Sierra, Sofia Mazariegos, Karen Moscoso, and Maria Jose Duban.
So, are you becoming part of the change?
Okay, so it's time again for questions and answers round. So the members of the team and judges are required to turn on cameras. Le recordamos a la audiencia mantener sus cámaras apagadas para que los participantes y los jueces puedan hacer la ronda de preguntas. Okay, judges, we have 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna start. First of all, I want to congratulate the team. I think that's a great idea. And you know that in our market, there's a product like yours for the double of the price. The appearance is nicer than yours. So I would like to ask you, what's your competitive advantage? Thank you.
Well, what makes us different for the companies? Where to start? Environment is a big problem. And our pencil, if 15 centimeter long, is cheaper. Uh, it has a cool style. And when we are talking about environment, um, okay, our pencil is different because and at the end of the pencil, uh, people can have a big impact in the environment. Um, just by buying a simple tool that we use every day and it's not contaminated at all. It's 100% biodegradable and it is made out of reused paper.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind, I'll go. So beyond the pencil, have you thought about any other, let's say, like environmentally friendly, either office supplies or school supplies? Because I personally, I think there's a huge opportunity for you to think beyond the pencil. And I think the brand could be a lot bigger than just a pencil. And yeah, so have you thought about any other either office or school supplies that you could integrate into the brand and so that it goes beyond the pencil?
Yes, actually, we have been thinking about also making crayons because something we also use every day. And also, we are thinking about making a biodegradable eraser that doesn't use rubber in their materials.
Great, thank you.
I don't have any questions for you guys. I really like the idea and I agree with Lula. There is a product already in the market, but I was going to ask something similar. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Your questions.
Okay, so I think that this round finished before the 3 minutes that you had. There we are. It just sounded. Okay, so thanks to the team and to the judges for those questions and answers. And we're going to provide again 1 minute for judges to complete their rubric. Meanwhile, let's give an applause, a virtual applause to the team. And if you want to share any reaction to support your team, you can do it. Okay, so we're going to start getting ready with our next team. The next team to present the pitch video is Matheracy. So we're going to begin. Thank you.
We are very pleased to be here with you. Today we have the honor to present our project Matheracy. But before we start, I want to ask you something. Do you know anyone who didn't go to school and therefore they cannot read and write? Well, we did our research and we got these statistics. We found that 76% know someone who doesn't know how to read and write. 42% of these people don't have any knowledge of math. 45% of them have a cell phone.
Guatemala has 18% of illiteracy. In 2018, only 1 of 10 students achieved a good result in math. Matheracy offers exercise in math, reading, and writing. We're gonna launch this app on the Competition Diamond Challenge. We're gonna put it at the market so people can start to download it. We're gonna create Matheracy kits to help children because they are our future.
As a solution to this problem comes Matheracy. We know that learning can be weird sometimes, that's why we'll teach in a gamified and easy way. Let me show you how it works.
This is the login screen. We can log in through Mail or Google. I'm going to log in by Google.
Afterwards, we are going to see three buttons. One to learn arithmetic, another to learn reading, and another to learn how to write. I'm going to show you all of them. Firstly, we have arithmetic. Here we can see four tabs with four different symbols. Let's try with the minus symbol. Here we can see a question text, two buttons, one text with a problem, and another blank text to introduce our answer. If we press the play button, we are going to hear this.
Resta los siguientes números.
Okay, the audio says that we have to subtract the following numbers. In this case, these numbers are 9 subtract 2. We know that the answer is 7. And then we verify our answer. Then we have the ready button. Here we can see a letter A, two buttons like the previous, a text, and two images. If we press the play button, we are going to hear this.
Esta es la letra A, es la primera vocal y letra del abecedario. Elige la imagen que comience con la letra A.
Okay, the audio says that we have to select the image that starts with the letter A. In this case, the image is abuelo. We select abuelo and then we verify our answer. And last but not least, the write button. Here we can draw and write anything we want.
Matheracy is focused on people who are illiterate and who don't have knowledge of basic mathematics. Also, it is for adults. At the moment, the app will be released only in Guatemala. Also in the future, we plan to make it known in more countries by adding new languages besides Spanish. Reading and writing is essential because it is part of communicating with the environment, but unfortunately, for many people, it is difficult. Also, today everything is business. An example is when we go to the store and buy something. So it is necessary to do basic math operations to practice these kind of activities. Our competition is all applications focused on learning. A clear example is Duolingo and also Khan Academy. The reality is that those apps are focused on a single area. Instead, Maserati has three in one. With this app, you can learn how to read, practice your writing, and do basic math operations at the same time. So this is what makes us better than the competition. We plan to make us known through NGO and governmental offices, as well through phone carriers like Tigo and Claro. Traction. Maserati will be released in the Play Store and the App Store. To release Maserati to the Play Store, we need an investment of $25, and to release it to the App Store, we need an investment of $100 per year. Like any other app, Maserati will have ads. Per ad, we will earn 16 cents of dollar. Within the app will only be one purchase to remove ads. That will cost $2.99.
Exceeding 10,000 users, we must pay $1 for each member more. We expect to spend $100,000 in database, storage, and hosting. A part of our earnings will be used to buy phones and tablets to El Chato village.
Our project is based in the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, quality education. As you may know, these SDGs are divided into several targets, but we only focus on one, because the others are based in continuous studies. Our target is named Universal Literacy and Numeracy, and the description is, by 2030, ensure that all youth and adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. Before we end, I want to say a quote. Education is a right and an obligation, but it turns to a privilege when not everyone has it. Thank you.
Okay, so again, it's time for questions and answers. And the team, please, you are required to turn on your cameras.
Can I go first this time? Yes.
Okay. Let's start, Mandy.
Guys, I have a question. Can you please just tell me one more time? I wasn't able to identify your specific beneficiary group. Can you share a little bit more or on who is your specific target, please?
Yes, we are going to help El Chato village because it is one of the most illiterate villages here in Guatemala. So we will help them by donating phones and tablets for their education because if a person have a tablet or phone, they are going to be able to use Maserati.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I have a question. So have you thought about focusing on one of the three aspects that your app will cover? I know you talked about writing and reading and math, which is fantastic. I mean, that's something we desperately need. But I'm just wondering precisely what Maria was asking about the target consumer, right? So if there are people who do not have those abilities yet, how do you like? I just want to understand how you envision them using your app and benefiting from what your app can offer.
Well, the app will be divided in three areas: reading, writing, and arithmetic. But we are not focusing on a single area because we think that those three areas are important skills that a person needs to succeed.
Thank you.
Yes, in adding information to our classmate, there will be a verification test to every person who joins to the app for first time. So it can be what lessons did person have to work on, what they know.
Congratulations on this project. I have a question. You mentioned that you're gonna give us all the companies. You will have some spaces for publicity. So what kind of publicity you will have? Any publicity, food, transportation? I don't know. Have you thought about that?
A specific type of publicity that we plan radio publicity.
Guillermo, you may finish your idea.
Yes, as I said, we plan to make a radio advertisement to every people of the whole country can hear about this app, and they start to download it in their phones and tablets.
Okay, so thank you very much. We're going to provide again 1 minute so that judges can finish with the rubrics. And let's give a virtual applause to Materasi. And if you want to share your reactions, you may do it as a support for the team. Okay, so I think we're moving on. It's very exciting to be here. We are all paying attention, which is really good. And to continue with the program, we're going to move with the next group. So the next two presents are Halfway Publishing.
So when I was 5 years old, a man came towards me at the entrance of the subway station, asking where I came from, my age, and where my parents were, where my grandmother was walking ahead of me. So I was innocent at the time, and I answered all his questions, not being aware that danger is coming close to me. So luckily, at the time, my grandma finally looked back at me, and the glance actually saved my life. Later on, I know he was a trafficker. So right now, when looking back at time, I felt extremely lucky because without the glance, I am not even able to sit here and present to you our solution to human trafficking.
My name is Melissa.
I'm Justina.
And we are presenting to you the ultimate solution to raise awareness on human trafficking.
Halfway Publishing. First, the problem is twofold. It's a lack of awareness and voices that prompts the growth of human trafficking businesses. North America is one of the major hubs of human trafficking, with an estimated 600,000 to 800,000 victims. as well as in Guatemala. There's an estimated 50,000 victims are reported. Yet most people are less likely to protect themselves since local human trafficking still remains a blind spot in many developed countries.
While this crime flourishes, the few survivors that are speaking up to educate the world face enormous barriers to the publishing industry. Noticing that it takes at least 4,000 Canadian dollars to self-publish a book. However, according to Christian French Child Advocacy Center Niagara, survivors who experience this injustice often come from harsh backgrounds that could include a broken family or they are currently experiencing financial stress. Thus, although many resilient, courageous individuals want to publish their stories to educate the world, they have insufficient finances to actualize their vision. And now, Halfway wants to make a change.
We believe that the lack of funds cannot be the barrier that silences survivors and preserves society's ignorance. Halfway is a social enterprise that talks about the exact problem of human trafficking. Our solution is to provide low publishing prices for survivors who want to share their stories while spotlighting local and global human trafficking issues. That we use our books to raise awareness, communicate to educators, schools, parents, and governments to start caring and take action through survivor stories.
Compared to other publishing companies or authors, we offer the lowest price with high quality as well as our passion to raise awareness on human trafficking. We uniquely target survivors who wants to share their stories while gaining a passive income stream. And meanwhile, we were able to cut the publishing price from $4,000 average market price to $200 only. We are so proud that our offer actually reduces 95% of the current publishing price, and we also guarantee that we will pay 80% of the total profit back to the survivors. This offer is absolutely incomparable in the market because we always put the survivors' benefit ahead of ours, and that is something we can do but our competitors can never achieve.
First, we're going to reduce the costs by first hiring patient interns and volunteers. Secondly, our book marketing will rely on anti-human trafficking organizations, social media platforms, and KDP, which save us the cost for book marketing.
Our future plans of expansion include 3 stages. The first stage ranges from year 2021 to 2022. In year 2021, we are planning to publish 1 book about teenager trafficking because children are the most vulnerable. Then, in 2022, we plan to publish 3 more books. Each explores a very specific purpose of human trafficking: sex trade, forced labor, and organ removal. And during this stage, another focus of ours is to build our brand name and expand our social network.
For the second stage, we plan to establish our publishing company online in order to reach out globally, using the profits from our ebook sales, donations, loans, and grants accumulated from the past year. In 2025, in our last stage, we plan to expand our business to shed a spotlight on the other crimes and injustices, like survivors of domestic violence or acid attacks. Our idea is to start with human trafficking, but not end with human trafficking. Halfway feels the importance of stepping in to spread the word. This will be the direction that we work towards in year 5 and years after. Halfway,
on our way to help.
Great. So it's questions and answers round. Let's see if the members of the team are ready and with cameras on. Yes, they are. Okay, judges, we have 3 minutes to ask.
Okay, I can go first. Hi, Melissa.
Hello.
Hi, Justina. Can you share a little bit on how do you plan to spread the name of your brand, and how is it that you're planning on getting it through social media? You mentioned that in your pitch.
Yeah, I guess I can answer that. And first of all, thank you so much for the question. That's exactly what we want to bring up here in the speech. So basically, we are going to use social media as the mainstream to spread awareness, and also ties up with
already established anti-human trafficking organizations. There are a lot of them here in Canada, and we wish to use their connections, use their ways to help us establish our brand, because we are all doing something for the society. So we believe they will be willing to help us with that. And at the same time, in terms of social media, we see many this kind of ads and advocacy on Instagram and Twitter. So we're going to use that as the mainstream. And again, there are other social medias as well, targeting different communities. For example, WeChat to the Chinese community. So we will target different communities using different social medias. That would be really specific and would really have a really great impact.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go next. Well, first of all, congratulations. I want to ask about how do you envision the financial sustainability of the project? I know you talked about a 95% reduction in costs, and I'm just wondering, like, once you look beyond your interns and your volunteers that you mentioned, you know, how does that cost actually work and make the project sustainable?
Then I may answer that question. Thank you so much for your question again. And for us, that we're reducing 95% of our for now the marketing price, since we're reducing the cost for editing, proofreading, designing, by hiring the student interns and paid volunteers. And secondly, we're also reducing the book marketing cost by using our social media platforms and KDP, which is less expensive than the what's it called, the offline stores. And also we are doing ebooks, so that's why we are reducing the cost, but also we're keeping the high quality as well as we're spreading the awareness internationally.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if I can add to that point, if I could. So in terms of editing price, I know that's a really big process that we are emphasizing on. So here we actually have a breakdown on our brochure that we can potentially share with you guys after this speech finish. So basically, there are $150 for editing and $50 for cover design. That's how the cost split up between the $200. And so the cover design originally cost from $300 to $15,000. And book marketing costs from $50 to $1,000. Formatting and editing will cost approximately $3,000. But by hiring volunteers and also co-op students, we cut the price in half actually, because volunteers obviously do not cost any charge. And then we have the other half of the co-op students, which we can charge less. And we can also provide them the opportunity to learn and to grow. So at last, we are able to reduce the editing price to $150.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much. Okay, so time is over. And once again, we're going to get ready. Let's give a virtual applause to Halfway Publishing. And to the audience, if you want to share your reactions too, to support the team. Okay, our judges are finishing with the rubrics. And we are about to watch the pitch video of Golden Fries.
Have you ever wondered how you can contribute to your country or the world? Do you really know how much you're capable of doing if fear didn't overwhelm you? The WHO affirms that in America, more than 62 million people suffer from diabetes. And a survey conducted by the Guatemalan Ministry of Health stated that 71% of adults living in the Department of Guatemala are overweight, with 33% being obese and 38% with a heavy weight. I am Catherine Ibarra.
I am Rosario Morales.
I am Pamela Mejia.
I am Esdras Gutierrez.
And we are Golden Fries.
We know that people with diabetes don't have the possibility of eating ice cream or French fries. So, Golden Fries looks for an alternative to a better lifestyle and a healthy diet, offering high-quality food without artificial seasoning.
We offer sweet potatoes in various presentations for all families, such as natural sweet potato porridge in a vacuum-packed glass container presentation, especially for consumption of babies of 6 months and older. Then, the hydrated sweet potato presented in aluminum snack-type packages, and baked sweet potatoes served in cardboard baskets. These two products are aimed directly to adolescents and adults.
Our main target is for people belonging lower middle class to the upper. It can be consumed by the people in the age range of 6 months and others who want to substitute greasy food for sweet potato or simply want a more flavorful and nutritious side dish on their plate. It is aimed at the people with diabetes or people that simply want to have a healthier lifestyle.
As you can see here, we have our nutrition facts table. The serving size is 200 grams. This has 180 calories and 1 gram of sugar.
And how will we make money? The market for our product is wide. An example of this is that according to the WHO, more than 1.5 million people in Guatemala suffer from diabetes, being a potential client, making us known through social media with pages, promotion on television and radio, grocery stores and supermarkets, using advertisement that attracts the customer attention and offering a secure way of ordering through delivery applications such as Uber Eats.
In a long term, we are planning to sell 44,640 units per year with a margin of gain of 42%, thus having a gross profit of 153,007 quetzales with 40%, having its equivalent in dollars being 19,880.81.
In the short term, from April 2021, we plan to carry out legal procedures to obtain the trade patent registration. By 2022, we plan to launch our product to the market in the city. In the meantime, in 2022, we plan to search for partnerships and alliances to expand our social impact. In the long term, in 2023, the goal is distributing our product throughout Guatemala, while searching for partnerships and distributing all over Central America by 2024.
Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do, Steve Jobs. Golden Bloom is an initiative that grew out of Golden Fries. The idea was born to help people by implementing sub-projects in the community of Aldea Santa Rosa, Santa Cruz Quiché, with 69% of malnutrition, working hand in hand with the mayor's office of Santa Cruz Quiché and their community leader. The projects are the Shining Orchard, that is a family garden where both men and women will work harvesting our sweet potato, applying the SDG of gender equality, decent work, and economic growth. Then we have the Yellow Meal, that is a little lunch that contains sweet potato and baked sweet potato snacks for the kids in the school located in the aforementioned village, performing the SDG of zero hunger. And finally, we have the Resplendent Package. Working with families from the village, recycle-based packaging will be produced in order to reduce waste that damages the planet, fulfilling the SDG of climate action.
Most people believe what is delicious and healthy does not combine, but Golden Fries shows them that it's not like that. We have quality food made by hand which preserves the unique flavors, vitamins, and nutrients that sweet potatoes have. While vegan and vegetarian restaurants offer sweet potato as a side dish, it is more expensive. Unlike them, we not only seek our benefit, we also want to help the most vulnerable like diabetic people and those ones who want to have a healthy diet, providing nutrients to their bodies and offering our products in supermarkets and neighborhood stores in affordable price.
In Guatemala, there are several problems that come from generation to generation that affect our present and future. All young people have the opportunity to be the change, but out of fear, they don't dare to take risks. That is why, with our passion and talent, have decided to implement our project. We aim to do it in authentic ways to get the benefit of society.
Healthy equals delicious. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're getting ready for the round of questions and answers. Please, members of the team, turn on your cameras. And we have 3 minutes.
I'm going to start. Congratulations for the team for this idea. I have a question. What can you tell us more about the publicity of your product? Is it going to be only the social media or there's another way you're going to do it?
We want to start first with the social media because we have to establish our company. But after we 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 will have um our branch
Branch
market
office.
office. Sorry, branch office. So first we will start with the social media, and then
Adding to my
we will.
According to my partner, we want to connect with our client through advertisements. So we will have banners in the city and also publicity on radios and television with our slogan that is healthy equals delicious.
Thank you.
Hi, so I'm interested in the production of how do you transform the sweet potatoes into the different products that you mentioned? I think you talked about the people who could grow the sweet potatoes, and I'm just wondering about the next step in terms of actually making the chips, for instance, and how do you plan on achieving that?
Yes, the preparation of the soil is recommended to label the soil about 40 to 45 days before sowing. The climate should be from 20 to 35 degrees Celsius, and the sweet potato can be sown at different times of the year. Everything is depending on the demand, the market, and good soil management, especially lifting the beds of planting and good weed control. And that is why we also select the village of Santa Rosa and Santa Cruz Quiche, because its average temperature is 8 Celsius to 25 Celsius and readily drops below 5 Celsius or rises above 28.
I still have time. So I think that you have been able to identify a target such as diabetes. My question is, you know how sometimes people know they're diabetic, but they don't have the awareness of taking care. Have you thought about how you can implement some of that in your marketing? Because it seems like a great idea, but my concern is how many people actually want to take care of their diabetes or are aware of how important it is. So can you share a little bit of that? Have you thought about that?
When a person knows that he has diabetes, our product covers the diabetes type 1 and type 2 because sweet potato provides vitamin A, B6, and beta carotene, who reduces the glycemic index and helps to stabilize uh, blood streaming on their bodies. So that's what they can take care about them.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that round of questions and answers. Let's provide a virtual applause to Golden Fries. And last but not least, we're going to watch the pitch video of powder tea. So we're getting ready. Okay.
Did you know that malnutrition accounts for 45% of death in children under 5 years old? And that 462 million people are underweight? I know, it sounds hard, but that's the reality we're living nowadays. Hi, we're Powder Tea and we are confirmed by Darío Muñoz, CEO, Cristina Hernández, CIO, Sofía Chávez, CMO, and Adrián Morataya, CTO.
According to UNICEF, 7,000 children die in a day around the world because of malnutrition. That means that they have excesses or imbalances of energy and or nutrients. Guatemala has the highest chronic malnutrition rate in Latin America, with a 49% of malnutrition in children, so 1 of every 2 children suffer from hunger. That's why our main SDG is zero hunger, with 6 to end all forms of hunger and malnutrition by 2030.
Having this problem in mind, we created a supplementary product with a high protein value. It is made with chickpea and soybeans. Those ingredients are high on protein and good for health. First, we toast the chickpea and we add the soybeans. Secondly, we crush them until they are a powder. Then, we package them into ecological little bags and they are ready to be added to the food you will eat.
Our product will be 5 quetzales, around of $0.65. Our package will be made with eco-friendly materials such as a recycled paper. It is available in different flavors. We made them by adding natural essence to our plain flavor. They are strawberry, orange, pineapple, and lemon. In the package, there is a table with the necessary information on weight and age. You check your data and then add the necessary potency to your portion of food.
As our target market, we have low-income people who we want to reach by alliances with NGOs, but we also have athletes, seniors, vegans, and almost every person who wants to be healthier.
Healthy is special because you can add it to any food you want. For example, have you ever thought about a healthy ice cream? Well, it sounds crazy, but Powdelphi makes it possible. Because if you add Powdelphi to any food you want, this food will have the nut proteins you need. There are as many ways you can use it. For example, you can add it to your ice cream, beans, salad, and more. Being healthy hasn't never been that easy, hasn't it?
The production cost for a batch of 1,600 packages are 2,043 quetzales, that give us a price of 1.28 quetzales per package. We will sell each package at 5 quetzales, so we have a profit margin of 292%. If we sell all the packages, we will have an income of 7,143 quetzales without the taxes, and removing the production cost, we will have a free profit of 4,543 quetzales, that gives us a profitability of 64%.
There are no proposals similar to ours at a national level, even though there are other brands with supplements in the market. One of them is drinkable, which makes it different from powder tea. Also, this supplement cannot be added to any food as powder tea. The other brand is a protein powder, but they are not affordable as powder tea. Our goals. Our short-term goal consists of do a legal registration and start selling our product via social media for 6 months. This is planned to start on mid-2021. Then our medium-term goal consists of getting our product into supermarkets. Would it be easier for our customers to get it? This is planned to start on 2022. Then our long-term goal consists of do a new cheaper presentation of the product. In this way, it's easier to do alliances with NGOs to distribute our product to low-income people. This is planned to start on 2023.
Our ingredients are growing in San Jerónimo, Salama, a municipality of Baja Verapaz. We want to benefit farmers in this area by getting employment. Also, we want to help EOUM Rafael Rosales Jocotenango by improving their nutrition with powdered tea, because this town comes with 72% of malnutrition. It means that we are contributing to reduce malnutrition and generate employment.
Our marketing strategy will be a digital model via social networks and a website. We plan to distribute our product by ourselves at the beginning, and then we will sell it at supermarkets to make it easier to our customers to get it. Here you can check our website and our social medias.
Buzz Aldrin said, "If we can conquer space, we can conquer childhood hunger." Thanks.
Okay, so this is the last round that we have for questions and answers. Members of the team, please turn on your cameras. And we have 3 minutes to ask and answer.
Can I go first? Okay, thank you. Well, I have a question. Do you have a secret ingredient or a procedure to do your product? Because you explained exactly how you do it. And I think people could buy the ingredients and do it by themselves. Thank you.
Well, we don't have like a secret ingredient. It's, as we said, just soybeans and chickpea. But we are trying to solve the malnutrition problem. So if everyone can do it, I think it's another way to help them. So you can do it, and you can help also people with malnutrition.
Thank you. So I'm curious about the cost. You mentioned, the people who could grow the ingredients. What about the actual making of the product? So I'm just trying to figure out how that will work. Who could make it? Is it do you plan on doing it yourselves? Is that included in the cost that you presented, or who do you think would actually prepare the final product?
Well, yes, all the costs about electricity, by the ingredients and the production, the package are included in the budget. So the 1.20 quetzales per package that we have for is all the thing that we do to a package is including there.
I guess there is time. I think that it's a great idea, hunger, malnutrition. So I like the concept. I like the problem that you have identified. I think that people who are malnourished definitely might not have access to buying. Can you share a little bit on how you plan on spreading this more on benefiting people who might benefit more from a product like this, maybe through NGOs, or can you expand a little bit more on that?
Well, uh, how we said on our long-term goal, we said that we think about making a cheaper presentation to sell them to NGOs to be easier for them to distribute it all around the country. Also, we want to help specific areas like a school in San Rafael by giving them our product to their families to help them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think we are just in time. Thank you very much. So let's provide a virtual applause to Powdelty. And if you want to show your reactions also, you're welcome. Okay, so we have come to the end of the first round. It's time for judges to check the rubrics and the score that the participants got. So they are moving to a special room. Meanwhile, it's time to give a certificate of participation to the diamonds who have made an amazing job. We're going to wait a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to start providing the certificate of participation to all the diamonds who have made an amazing job. Licenciada Evelyn Diaz will hand virtual certificates. So Licenciada Diaz.
Thank you very much, Licenciada Payez. Good morning, everyone. I believe that students today show us a great example of bravery and hard work. Because of them, I see a bright future. So before we know the teams that made it to the next round, we would like to give everyone a participation certificate, which I am sure is going to be of great value in your academic portfolio. So let me share my screen with you to read the certificate. And it says, Certificate of Achievement proudly awarded to Maria Jose Dubon Diaz for participation in Diamond Challenge. It is signed by Julie Frisk, Assistant Director, Youth Programs, Horn Entrepreneurship, and Dan Freeman, Founding Director, Horn Entrepreneurship. All right, so at the end of all the certificates, we are going to give them a warm applause for the participants. The next one goes to Karen Michelle Moscoso Muñoz. Congratulations, Karen. Luisa Sofía Mazariego Salguero. Valeria Fernanda Sierra Cano. Sofía Ángela Desiree Chávez Escobar. Adrián Roberto Morataya Vargas. Cristina Friné Hernández León. Darío Antonio Muñoz Palencia. Fátima Valeria Varela Álvarez.
Camila Alejandra Garcia Mayren. And at this point, I want to invite Licenciada Carmen Maria Juarez to join me, please, and to deliver the rest of the Certificate of Achievements. Miss Carmen?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Evelyn. Camila Alejandra, María José Borrayo, María José Borrayo Reynoso. Congratulations, Eric Eduardo Yescas Marquez. Congratulations, Gabriel Emilio Herrera Balam. You did a great job, guys. José Carlos España Lutín. Congratulations, Guillermo Estuardo Mejía Nares. Congratulations, Pamela Ivanoa Mejía Pinto. Rosario Victoria Morales Martínez. Catherine Andrea Ibarra Pineda. And Esdras José Leonel Gutiérrez Barrundia. Congratulations. For Justina Cheng, Melissa Van. Congratulations.
Okay, so now if all the participants could turn on their cameras to take a general picture of all of you, brave diamonds. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera so we have a picture only of the participants.
Just, I don't know why I cannot turn on my camera and I don't have the option. I don't know if someone can habilitate for me, please.
Sure, who is this, I'm sorry?
Jose España.
Jose, we will help you in a minute.
There it is. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, we believe you did a great job, all of you. So let's smile, please, for the picture. A big smile. In 1, 2, just let me close this so I can see you all clearly. And 3. And this is the moment if you want to take a picture for showing your friends later that you were participating in this important event. Take a picture, please. All right. Okay, thank you, Ms. Dagmara.
Excellent. Thank you. That was a beautiful picture of all of you. Brave diamonds, as Ms. Evelyn said. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, so we are about to continue with the program. And I would like to know if we have our judges back. We will see if we have our judges back. Okay, we're going to provide them a couple of minutes. They're coming in a few seconds. Okay.
In the meantime, I would like to know how your experience has been so far. So let's see who wants to share. How's your experience been?
I can go.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa.
It's actually my first time like participating in such kind of business entrepreneur competition. And yeah, so I think I also picked up some Spanish vocabulary. So get prepared for my Spanish class next quad, which is good. And also, it's such a pleasure to meet so many lovely participants, and you guys are all so awesome.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for sharing. Let's see who else wants to share. Oh, I think we have the judges back. That's great. All right, so we're going to hold our breath and listen to what they have to say.
Okay, thank you, Miss Evelyn. So it's time to listen to the judges because they will announce which teams move to the next round. Judges, did you pick a person who will give us the answer?
Okay, so is there any particular? So I'll just name the teams, right? So we're moving forward with three teams. Well, so first of all, we want to say congratulations. I think it's a fantastic job that you've done in your videos and your projects. I think we were very happy that you guys identified, large issues, and then you moved into more local solutions and small scale solutions to start with. I think that's the right way to go. That is what allows you to actually test ideas and see what works and see what doesn't work, and then move on from that stage, right? So congratulations on creating actually implementable projects. I think that's something we discussed, and really, I mean, congratulations on participating in this type of events, which is super important. So I'll say, I think we'll say that the three teams that are moving to the next round. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so I will say the teams in no particular order. So we're just gonna announce the three teams that are moving forward. So first we have, or one of the three teams that we have is Organic Sprout. So congratulations, you're one of the teams that are moving to the next round. We also have Halfway Publishing, and we also have Powdolphy. So those are the three teams. Again, congratulations to everyone. We were very very happy. And if I can make another quick comment for everyone, we're also very happy to see that you guys were thinking about partnerships that you can create. So really, I mean, don't try to do it alone. Like, you can, but it's gonna take a couple of years to actually make it work. But if you form those alliances, if you create those partnerships, things can move unbelievably quickly. So you're young, you're full of energy and motivation, and people really appreciate that. So don't put those partnerships aside. Don't forget about your potential allies. I think they are the ones who can help you take the projects to the next level. So again, congratulations to every team, and it's been a pleasure, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of all of this today.
Thank you, Licenciado Leal, for those words. I don't know if any of the judges would like to add something. Mandy or Lula?
Yeah, sure. Well, congratulations to the 6 teams. You guys did a great job. I'm very proud, and I'm amazed to see how you were able to come up with not only a problem but incredible solutions. Unfortunately, this is a challenge, and we chose 3, but that doesn't mean that you can continue with the project and the dream that you have. So that would be my final words. Just for those who didn't make it to the second round, continue the hard work. You have identified a problem, continue working on the solution. And for those who are moving on, are moving forward, I would repeat what Pablo said in his conference. Keep on looking for solutions. Don't stick to the one that you have. Continue with the research, continue with trying to do the best you can with what you already have.
Well, I would like to tell the teams, all the teams, that I'm really proud of the new generation. It doesn't mean I'm old, but I think really the new generation that have wonderful ideas, that work together, and they think about the planet, the people, the social impact. Really, I'm so proud. Like my partner said, this is a well, a competition, a challenge, and we choose 3, but everyone is great. Keep working hard. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the 3 of you. Thanks for that great job and for your words. They are inspiring. Okay, so we have had an exciting time. This is the end of the first round. I cordially invite you to follow the Diamond Challenge in IGA School's YouTube channel. And we are sharing the link in the chat box. I think we have it there. So be welcome to the next round. Thank you all.
Ms. Dagmara, could you please confirm the 3 teams that go to the second round, please?
Yes, of course. The 3 teams that our judges chose are Organic Sprout, Halfway Publishing, and Powdelty. Okay, so those are the 3 teams that are going to the next round, and congratulations to all. All of you did a great job. But we have to go to the next one.